Hey, Jazz. What is going on?
This thing is finally ready for paint.
That's awesome. I can't believe it.
This has been a bit of a journey.
You reckon?
So, since we left the last video, we managed to glue the parts together. We fitted the body onto the chassis and finally got a real feeling of what it's going to look like and feel like, which was so cool.
It's so cool.
One might say it was sick. That was a monumental moment for the project, and then a lot of sanding. We've been doing a lot of sanding.
Yes, you have.
So
but
we're
look
finally
at it.
ready to get it off to paint. I got a friend that's going to paint it for me, but I left you guys on a bit of a cliffhanger.
Yes, you did.
Hi, I'm calling from the marketing department for the Toyota Gazoo Racing World Rally Team.
I can't really talk about it yet because I don't know, actually. Now, we talked about a lot of really cool stuff, but the problem is that none of it's really
Cemented
yet, and we're gonna have to just wait and see, and maybe by the end of this video we'll find out what Toyota wants to do with this thing. Pretty exciting.
That is awesome.
So let's get this thing off to paint.
Yeah.
And
off you go.
Get it going.
Wow, it's gonna look so great.
All right, let's go paint this thing. Now, it may not look it, but I was super nervous. See, I've used over 250 hours building this body, and that's not including the hours of printing. And to have the car bouncing around on the back of the trailer for the 12-kilometer ride to the paint shop was nerve-wracking.
I'm excited to paint this. Really excited. Now we will see if all the sanding hours is worth it.
I'm gonna cry when I go there. I'm gonna cry. Now, I want to give a shout out to Krista from undriveable for doing this for me. Honestly, it turned out so good. I think it's gonna look so good. Right, now that the car is drying and we have to wait a couple of days for that to be ready, I'm gonna address a problem you guys have been complaining about for the last 2 videos, the roll cage. Right, yes, I agree, it needs a roll cage. So I brought Frederick here and we borrowed his bender from his work and we're gonna get on with that. All right, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking we go down in an angle, like that, or like you go straight up, straight over, and then stiffen up in the back.
Literally 90 bends.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, go for that.
Here we go.
You broke it?
You didn't like it.
You broke it.
It didn't work. It worked last time. I don't know what's going on.
Try again.
Get out of the way, welder. It's 73.
Yeah.
That was right. It was 72 when we were going off.
Yeah? Pretty good, man. It's so good.
We're professionals.
Profession.
Yeah, we weren't professionals. And let's be honest, this wasn't going to be an FIA approved roll cage. We didn't get far off, dude.
That's good. That's good. I'm buying that.
Winning. See, Frederick, thanks for your help, mate. Yeah, Frederick had to leave. It kind of sucks because I spent 99% of the time building these projects alone, and it's always nice to have someone in the garage with you. Okay, I don't know why I haven't done this before, but this is a website for tube notching. You basically put in the angle, tube size, and it prints out a template which allows you to basically put it on your pipe and cut your notch perfectly. Why I didn't do this before, I don't know. With the main hoop tacked in, it was time to check if I actually had head clearance, and I stretched my neck out and it seemed to be pretty good. Although I wanted more height, but the roof wasn't going to allow it. Now to strengthen the main hoop, I had to make some supports. And I fabricated what I'm calling backstays, but to be honest, I don't know what they're called and I couldn't find it on Google. So, maybe leave a comment and let me know what you'd call them. And to add even more strength, I put a cross brace in, and then I put this shameless merch plug right here. Yeah, feel free to head over to garageavenger.com and pick yourself up some merch. Alright, I just got a message from Krista saying that the body is ready. I've come to pick up the baby, and now she's dried in the half gloss. Looks pretty good. Hey Krista! What do you think?
I think it looks way much better now than when we painted it on Friday.
You think so? Because it was shiny as hell.
Now it's much better.
Yeah.
When it comes to the silver roof, it's going to look great.
I think a lot of the mistakes I've got here can be hidden by a lot of the stickers, so that's pretty good. And when you look close, you can see a lot of the problems, but considering it's 123 3D printed parts, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, it's going to turn out really nice.
Let's get it on the trailer, huh? If you thought I was nervous when I was driving this car to the paint shop, look at that thing sitting in the back there.
You look so good! She's awesome!
All right.
I had to dust her off.
I love that that's you use your dress for that. That's my girl. There's a lot of people in the comments saying how supportive and amazing you are, so that just shows use your dress to dust off your husband's silly rally car project.
So, are we putting her on the car now?
Yeah, so that's the goal. We need to check that the roll cage or the roll bar I built in the back is going to fit properly, and then I have to see if I'm going to extend the roll cage itself. And what do you think, babe?
It's awesome! She's a beauty. She's a true beauty. I'm super proud. I even tests at it.
So, what's next? Well, I already did it. I mounted the body to the chassis. So technically now it moves. This is a massive milestone.
That is huge! Look at it! It sits so perfectly!
No, and look.
What?
It's perfect, no problem.
No problem.
Oh, I love it so much. It's such a big milestone to be able to actually, we could literally drive it out now and the body would stay.
You sure would.
How cool is this?
You didn't even have to modify it. You did it perfect.
I don't know how, but I did. So as monumentous as that is, we still have a lot of work to do. As you can see, I've put in the front hoop for a bit more of a full cage. So we need to fabricate that. And then once we've done that, we're going to strip the whole thing down, weld everything up properly and paint it. And then on the outside, we need to start thinking about decals. I need to do the rear wings, the mirrors, the handles, and all that stuff. So that's all still to go. Right, let's finish off this roll cage. So after mucking around with a couple of different configurations, I realized I had to have the cage open in the roof so that my shoulders could actually fit through whilst I'm trying to get into this damn thing. So the solution was a bit awkward and required me to make quite a few different supports and beams to make it feel like it was strong enough. Right, the cage is done. Is it FIA approved? No. Is the welding questionable? Yes. But I think it's going to be safer than without a cage. And there is a couple of things that I learned along the way that I'll do completely different for next time. A lot of these joins and things are sort of probably a little bit overcomplicated. And I see now in hindsight that I could have built the cage completely different, but we're not going backwards, we're going forwards, people. What's next? The wing. Let's get on with the wing. Back to 3D printed parts, let's get this wing all together. Now the wing was the same process as the car. All the parts needed to be glued together, then I need to body fill all the gaps and sand and sand and sand, but luckily this process wasn't going to be so bad because I was going to be vinyl wrapping this thing, which meant I didn't have to be so particular in the sanding. But regardless, I still spent 2 days sanding. But before I could wrap this in vinyl, I had to give it a lick of paint so that the vinyl had something to stick onto. Then it was just a case of heading to the kitchen because it was nice and clean and trying to work out how to actually vinyl wrap these parts because I'd never done this before.
Justin, what are you doing?
Vinyl wrapping.
I need the kitchen for cooking chicken.
Clearly vinyl wrapping is more important than dinner. Alright? So
What?
just let me finish, please.
Fullistic t-shirt, by the way.
I've never done vinyl wrapping before. I've never built anything like I've built ever before. For some reason, because you're on YouTube, people think you're like a master or something. Far from it, people. Look at this debauchery. Alright, I think I have to say it. This thing looks pretty sick. I can't complain about that. That looks pretty damn boss. Look at that thing. It nearly looks real from a distance. So tough. What's next? Bought ourselves some polycarbonate. It's time to make a windshield. Sounds like Rolf Harris and his wobble board. To make our windshield the correct shape to fit the actual car properly, I used this thin cardboard and just used my finger to crease where the windshield should actually sit. And then just cut that out and create a paper template, which then I could put on top of the polycarbonate and then cut that out. To fix the windshield onto the car, I just used some glue and a couple of clamps and screws to hold it in place whilst it's set. It's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm working my ass off because we got to get this thing ready for testing tomorrow. We are going to a go-kart track. Why am I testing on a go-kart track when it's a rally car? Well, the truth is, I got news from Toyota. They want this car, this one, at the Rally of Monte Carlo in Monaco in January 2026. And not only is it going to be there on display, but this is also going to be driven on the harbour stage in Monaco. So we have to get this thing operational, make sure we've worked out all the bugs, so we can give the thumbs up to Toyota to say we're good to go for Rally of Monte Carlo 2026. Looking nice. And over here, I finally got the roof back from Krista. How good does that look in the gloss? He wasn't supposed to paint it in gloss, but he did, and it looks amazing. Let's put this roof on and show you guys what it looks like. Yes, looks so good. Oh yeah, and one other thing, as amazing as this looks, Toyota wants this car wrapped in the 2026 livery, which I got a sneak peek at, and it looks amazing. So, sorry Krista, your job, it was amazing, but it's going to be covered with a new livery, which looks so cool. I know I didn't show you a lot of stuff that just happened, and all of a sudden it's in the back of the truck. Hopefully everything will work. Fingers crossed. Let's go. Nervous again. Things felt really good, but then all of a sudden the car just stopped turning in, and I experienced this insane bunny hopping, and I didn't know what was wrong.
It was a shakedown?
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad, but it worked.
It works, it goes around, but yeah, I think the tires have too much grip and it ends up bouncing, which is a funny thing, but I think I gotta learn how to drive it a bit better. I think it's actually, I need to be a bit more aggressive with the throttle. But despite talking to all the guys at the go-kart track and making some setup changes, we couldn't get the bunny hopping to stop. And it progressively got worse, even at low and high speeds. How could I even take this thing to Monaco? It couldn't even go round corners properly.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. What's that look for?
It's a look of defeat.
Look of defeat. Okay. Elaborate, please.
I've just worked so long and hard on this project, and now Toyota's come on board and they want to take this thing to Monte Carlo and to go out and test it and have it do what it does. Like, it was not part of the plan.
No, I get that.
I mean, this thing was never supposed to be driven on tarmac, actually. It's a rally car. It was supposed to be driving on gravel. Yes, it didn't have suspension, but you know, the tires and the live axle were all designed to drive on a loose surface, and now we've got this opportunity to drive it on asphalt in Monaco, and I'm so devastated.
So, babe, what can we do? What can we do to fix this?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm not an expert in any of this stuff. This was just a dream, a funny dream to turn a old go-kart and use a 3D printer into a world rally car. And I'm kind of sitting in it. It's really cool, but I honestly don't know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna need all the help I can get. So maybe if you guys know something about what's going on here, let me know in the comments and maybe we can get this car to Monaco together.
That would be the dream, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be the dream.
Yeah. I want you to have this dream, darling.
I do too. Let's get this thing to Monaco.
Yes.